Success, style, and empowerment are not just goals, but a way of life. Witness such a life only on at the Penthouse of the Luminaries. Hello everyone, I'm Alisha Pradhan and welcome to HerNet television. In this show, we celebrate women with prowess, progress and prestige. And today, we have another such riveting episode just for you. Only on at this prestigious flagship store of Penthouse. So what are you waiting for? Let the journey begin. Welcome Nabila.
Thank you so much.
Wow, you are looking stunning.
Thank you,
but
as are you.
Thank you. Let's sit and start. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, of course, so let me welcome my guest. As I was mentioning, today we have a stellar woman. She is charismatic, she is full of excellence and talent. She is none other than Nabila Nabi, the creative director of Nabila Boutique. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's an absolute pleasure.
Nabila, Penthouse of the Luminaries also thrilled to have you. So why don't we have a small interaction with our audience? So একটু তোমার কাজ নিয়ে যদি শেয়ার করো।
Thank you. So my day-to-day, I am the creative director of Nabila Boutiques, and that is what I'm most known for. However, I am also a lawyer by profession, and I'm admitted to the Supreme Court of Victoria in Australia. So I've come back and my passions run twofold. So there is fashion and there's also legal reform and social reform. That is an ideal world where I'd be able to practice both. However, currently Nabila has been taking up all of my time. I spend a lot of time designing, really bringing into light our craft, jamdani, muslin, our hand looms. So my education not only goes into law, but also I did my PhD on the cultural and creative industries of Bangladesh. So I've always wanted to create a label that has a strong Bangladeshi identity. আমরা মানে দুনিয়াতে আই থিঙ্ক খুব কম জায়গায় আছে যে মেড ইন বাংলাদেশ লেবেলটার সাথে সবাই পরিচিত না। সবার ক্লজেটে দেশে বিদেশে মেড ইন বাংলাদেশ লেবেলটা আছে, কিন্তু আমরা কিন্তু একই সময় দেখছি যে বাংলাদেশে একটা ক্লোদিং ব্র্যান্ড যেটা এত আমরা কাপড় বানাচ্ছি, এত হাই কোয়ালিটি এখন আমরা গার্মেন্টস বানাচ্ছি, বাট আমাদের নিজস্ব নাম এই বেঙ্গলি আইডেন্টিটিটা কিন্তু আমরা অনেক সময় আমাদের বর্ডারের বাইরে ওই লেবেলটার বাইরে ক্যারি করতে পারছি না। সো আইডিয়ালি আই উড লাইক টু ক্রিয়েট সামথিং যেটা আমরা দেশের বাইরে প্রাউডলি বলতে পারবো, দিস ইজ প্রাউডলি মেড ইন বাংলাদেশ অ্যান্ড দিস ইজ মাই লেবেল।
Oh my God, it gives me so much joy to hear this from you because I always believe we love our country. I love my country. Ar ami jani je the women, the youth of these countries are so talented. If they are given the platform, but if they work and hone their talent and desire, they can change this. So you are one of the true examples. So I'm glad I have you on my couch. Well, your journey gonna only unfold more inspiring, but we have to make it interesting at the same time. So আমরা এই পার্টি একটু তোমার পার্সোনাল লাইফ নিয়ে জানতে চাই। So you look very young. Are you married? What about your family? কারা কারা থাকে বাসায়?
So I am very happily married, alhamdulillah, and my husband and I currently, we share 2 cats. We love animals and we've also kind of adopted my mom's dogs as well. So they take up a huge portion of our life, and not just our pets. আমরা চেষ্টা করি যে আমাদের এরিয়াতে যত সব animals আছে ওদের জন্য কিছু করা, because there's little speechless souls, and ওদের জন্য কিছু করতে পারা feels really good. They take up a lot of our time. I have a great family, and so does my husband, and our families really get along really well too. So it's very pleasant and happy, alhamdulillah.
Wow.
Fortunately, my father passed away last year, but we were very, very close, and I'm just blessed in this life to have been his daughter.
Wow, you are really truly living a blissful life, and I believe our parents never leaves us. So he's seeing you from above, and you're gonna fulfill the dream the way you are actually doing, right?
I hope I can make him proud one day.
Well, fantastic. So are you ready for our next round?
Yes, absolutely.
So this is called lifestyle courtesy. So as we are in this Penthouse flagship store, you know it's Bangladesh's most luxurious home decor and all this thing. So we want to get inside your home. প্রত্যেকজনের বাসায় we have some home do's and don'ts, right? So what are the do's at your home and don'ts you have?
Okay, so for my house, I like my home very neat and very organized and clean. But at the same time, it shouldn't look like it has no life in it. So, that is also very important. I like, in terms of home decor, I like neutral tones, so it should be smooth, soothing. And also something that's very important to me is the home smells good.
Yes.
So if you walk into a space and it has a beautiful, relaxing, spa-like smell, then you instantly come home, and after being in the chaos of Dhaka City, it just instantly relaxes you.
Yes, that's nice. And so when it comes to the furniture, as you said, you like more neutral. So I believe you are more into minimalistic than this like old British style or the Victorian era.
Actually, I think I like a mix of both, because I do like classic and timeless pieces.
Yes.
So as I said, I'm not the biggest fan of clutter, so I will have signature pieces. However, I do like to be timeless. I'm not the biggest follower of like a big trend comes in and I get it and it goes out of style.
Yes.
That is not necessarily my style. Mine is more timeless pieces. I also like collecting different pieces from different places. So like
the history.
Yeah, with some history, with some character. That's always nice. So a little talking point, or something that has some story behind it.
So collecting timeless pieces for your home. So I have this question. তুমি যখন বাইরে যাও, ধরো either the time or the money or the luggage allowance. Bangladesh এখন তো luggage allowance is a matter. You can either buy a nice dress or you can buy a home pieces. So তুমি কোনটা নিবে?
Well, given that I come from the fashion industry, I will have to go. I mean, it's a hard pick. I like both, but for me, it would have to be, clothes steal my attention always.
Okay.
So I will, because for my background, I will have to go with the dress.
Well, of course, you made quite an statement when you enter with this amazing, beautiful doll-like sari.
Thank you so much.
Speaking of which, I'm sure you are wearing Nabila.
Yes, I am. I'm wearing one of my mom's designs, Nabi. She is the founder of Nabila. She was kind enough to name the label after me, but it was all her hard work which built a brand back in the day. Just a woman doing it on her own.
Yes.
So
I think we can connect to our childhood. During those era, we only had few of the either foreign brands and your mother, Nabila. So by the way, I'm also wearing Kimaya Fashion House. Thank you for being our fashion partner. So going to the next question. আছে না যে আমাদের বাসায় যখন কোনো দাওয়াত দেওয়া হয়, you have a program, dinner or a high tea. So you expect certain etiquette from the guest, যেটা তো আসলে বলা যায় না, হ্যাঁ? So when we have a mixed guest, right? So what are your expectations যে গেস্টরা এই etiquette গুলো ফলো করবে?
Guest etiquette এর ব্যাপারে, this is actually something আমার adjustment-এর I think একটু সমস্যা, because আমি বাইরে থেকে আসছি. I used to live in Australia, so I came back to Dhaka in 2020, and আমার time adjustment একটু করতে সমস্যা হচ্ছে, where in Dhaka you say 7 and it's 10. So এই জায়গাটায় আমার একটু I think adjustment হচ্ছে, because I like, as I said, I try to be organized. Your dinner is going to be served এই time, but I have no idea when the guests are going to come. But it's just a part of our culture here.
Yes.
তেমন কিছু বলবো না এটা নিয়ে. It's just a funny observation for me. Otherwise, if my guests come, I love hosting. আমার বাসায় এসে the only requirement is come and have fun. I love feeding people. Come in and enjoy the food.
আরো কোনো নর্ম আমাদের সোসাইটিতে কিছু নর্ম থাকে না, কিছু সার্কেল বা বিজনেস কালচার, ইউ ফিল লাইক যে ইটস টাইম টু গেট রিড অফ দোজ স্টাইল, দোজ ওয়েজ, দোজ নর্মস?
I think একটা জিনিস চেঞ্জ আসছে, which I appreciate. আগে I think এটা একটু কম ছিল, where people are genuinely open and friendly, and like I'm not the biggest fan of ego clashes. So আমার যদি কাউকে ভালো লাগে, কাউকে দেখে, I will smile at them.
Yes.
And this is something I actually always notice. If someone smiles, I think that is the greatest asset. Kapor, shoes, gari, nothing matters. If you have a genuine personality and a real smile, that is the most important thing. So that is something that appeals to me. And আমার যে নাকুচা পরে থাকে, I'm not the biggest fan at all এইসব জিনিসের, but
Wow, it sounds similar. I think I was told আমার জন্ম হয়েছে নাকি হাসি নিয়ে, because
that's so
so I always say I have nothing but the smile. but smile is important when you are at your lows and you can smile. So I think that's the biggest victory, right?
Yeah, absolutely, because I think it automatically just opens you up to the world. And Shobai, I hope people receive kindness and reply to kindness with kindness. So that is the ideal situation.
Wow, so our philosophy is also getting matched. So from philosophy to traveling, tourism and holidays. You know, we all have our different style when we travel. আমরা কিভাবে শপিং করব বা কিভাবে লাগেজ গোছাবো, এয়ারপোর্টে কখন যাব বা লাউঞ্জের কোনো কিছু বা যে দেশে যাচ্ছি ওখানে কিছু ডুজ বা ডোন্টস তো থাকে। So share about your traveling style.
So firstly, I am an overpacker. So I will start packing from a while ago.
You are my mother and my sister.
Yeah, I will overpack and then regret it. But something that happens all the time.
Yeah.
But travel destination upor onek depend kore, you know, okhankar availability. I like looking up everything je ki paoya jabe ki na paoya jabe, amar ki nite hobe, things like that. But I do like, I'm a relaxed traveler. I don't like doing 50 things in one day. আমি কম জায়গা যাব, কম জিনিস দেখবো, but I want to relax and যে জায়গাটা একটা ভালো জায়গা থাকবো, ভালোভাবে জায়গাটাকে এনজয় করব. That is my travel philosophy. Anywhere I'm not very
ঘোরাটা বেশি হয় নাকি শপিংটা বেশি হয়?
ঘোরা হয় and shopping হয়. It's not like হয় না, depending on the destination.
Yes, yeah.
কিছু places I think warrant more of exploration.
Yes.
But if you're going to a city that's known for shopping, I'm going to shop.
Of course. My culture is like, I'm যখন travel করি, these are few common things. I have to go to a museum. It's a must. I have to go some historical places and mosque. মানে যেখানেই যাই ওই দেশের একটা মসজিদে আমাকে যেতে হবে, দেন আবার চার্চ বা অন্য যে ওই রিলিজিয়াস ম্যাটারগুলো আছে। সো দ্যাটস মি, ট্রাভেলিং ইজ ওভার। সো নাও টেল মি অ্যাবাউট দিস। আমরা তো we always talk about the personality traits we like. What about those traits we don't like?
I think I touched on one ekটু আগে where
the timing.
Not timing. Timing actually is just
ego.
Observation. Yeah, ego is something I don't particularly like, and artificiality. You are what you are, own it, but don't pretend to be something you're not.
I'm really glad because I think the young women we're gonna change the norms of our society, and it's okay to be accepted for who you are.
Appearance ব্যাপার, I think something that resonates with a lot of people is I have certain health issues that causes weight gain, loss, আমার লাইফে থাকে, and that's something we really pick on as a society. আল্লাহ মোটা হয়ে গেল, আর আমি it is just হয় কি তখন একটা মানুষ তো যে হয়েছে সে তো জানে আগে থেকে, বাট সোসাইটি থেকে যখন কনস্ট্যান্টলি তাকে বম্বার্ড করা হয় এই মেসেজটা দিয়ে, তার যে মানে এবিলিটি টু সোশ্যালাইজ ওটাকে কিন্তু আমরা হ্যাম্পার করে ফেলছি। সে মানুষটা তখন আমার যেরকম হয়েছিল মাঝখানে, যে আমি তখন বাসা থেকে বেরিয়ে হতে চাইতাম না, and বাসায় বসে what would I do, eat more, and it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle.
একজনের লাইফে what is happening, what they're going through, তার পার্সোনাল সার্কামস্টান্সেস নিয়ে যখন আমরা কিছু জানি না, তার অ্যাপিয়ারেন্স নিয়ে আমাদের ভালো কিছু, if you cannot say anything kind, so don't say anything at all.
Thank you for clearing this up because I think এটা সবাই ফেস করে, because I meet so many women but এটা নিয়ে কেউ কথাটা বলতে না রাজি হয় না। So I'm really glad that Penthouse is supporting this talk show. This is about this, women who বাহির থেকে মনে হয় we have it all, but then again we are going through issues. We want to also address those. যেমন সার্কেলে যদি কোনো কারোর সাথে আনওয়ান্টেড কিছু ঘটে গেল, বা কর্মক্ষেত্রে our colleagues, so people are teaming up just to in a way to get back at that person. আমার কাছে মনে হয় এই সাইকেলগুলো বন্ধ করতে হবে, because many women they can't take it when some people are joining together in a force, ganging up, বা তুমি যে কথাগুলো বলছো। So I'm glad we are talking about this. So now একটু ফান পার্টে আবার যাই। Speaking of more women, we love women, can't live without them. So Penthouse of the Luminaries, এখানে suggest 3টা name, 3 women that you would love to see them here in this couch.
You're already bringing such distinguished women here on stage, so I'm very glad you're taking the initiative. The first, honestly, the only name I'll say here is my inspiration in this whole journey, which is my mom, because that's whom I've seen that who's inspired me to be who I am today.
So one is your mother, and the next?
The next, there's genuinely so many people from my friends and family that I'll just stick to my mom for this one because there's so many wonderful people.
I know what you mean.
নাম বললে আরেকজনের নামটা কেন বলবো না?
আচ্ছা না, I understand.
এই কারণে আর কি যে দুজনকে কিভাবে শুধু সিলেক্ট করব? There are so many distinguished and accomplished women that deserve to, have a spotlight.
Okay, so now এই penthouse এর এই রুমের মধ্যে যে কোনো একটা ফার্নিচার if you were asked যে তোমাকে দিয়ে দেওয়া হবে, so which one you would choose? Something, anything in front of you?
I actually saw a candle
Yes.
back there. As I said, I love beautiful fragrances.
Yes.
So I think there was a like 4 or 5 wick candle.
Yes.
যেগুলো পাওয়া একটু difficult because
Yes.
it's always 3 wick. So I noticed that, and it was under the Alisha label.
Yes,
So
yes.
it was probably there. That's something that I think
Fantastic.
was beautiful.
Yeah, because even when we're talking about their gift corner, they have decor pieces. So candle is one of their,
Yeah,
I think,
so
most known. So go for the candle. So before we end the show, we have this fun sort of like rapid fire round, but we call it crush candies. So you have to quickly answer, like 5 seconds. That's all you have. Tea or coffee?
Yeah, all the way.
Okay, so give one cleaning hacks, like home cleaning hacks.
Oh wow. I think
The কোনো home cleaning suggestion?
I think keep all your surfaces dust free. এটা সবার আগে চোখে পড়ে. So like glassware, put the fingerprints, these things, they need to be gone. So glass cleaner and good quality microfiber dusters.
Yes, microfiber duster. See, that's the biggest advice you have given. Good for you. Okay, when you go to a dawat, what's your favorite part?
Meeting people.
Okay, not the food.
Food as well, but that depends.
Yeah, okay, right, depends. Okay, your dream holiday destination?
Probably I really do want to go to Kenya for the safari.
Oh, fantastic. And the last question is, give one advice. যাদের বাসায় ধরো যে they cannot hire a top interior designer. So some interior designing tips.
I think keep it simple and keep it clean and I think monochrome is safe.
Oh, yes.
Monochrome is always safe.
Yes.
যে বাসায় ঢুকে, so it always looks soothing.
Yes.
Now it looks like it's easy to play with colors, but color combination is actually a difficult thing.
Yes.
So the lighter, cleaner
Yes.
colors are always.
So I think that's a great tip. So অনেকে, if you just go for the same color combination and simple and
Simple
clean,
palette,
right?
like
Fantastic. Thank you. That's the end of our Candy Crush. But now I asked you to bring me something that holds a strong value in your life. So excuse me, Penthouse team থেকে যদি ওটা নিয়ে আসা হয়, she brought it from her home and we need to see what is this. And
So this
oh
is,
my God, tell about this.
So this is actually when I got my doctorate, that it's a framing of the certificate. But that's not why I brought it here. It's basically, this was my dad's dream, and he wasn't here during my graduation. But it's something আমার বাবা সব সময় বলতো যে তোমাকে আমি একটা জিনিস দিতে পারবো. Sorry.
No, please.
You might lose everything in this world, but তোমার শিক্ষা, মানবতা আর ভদ্রতা, nobody will be able to take it from you. So this is for my dad.
Oh my God. I'm sure Uncle is above there. So proud of you, Nabila. Look at you. You have turned out to be this amazing, young, humble, classy woman. I'm sure he has done a wonderful job. And may he rest in eternal peace. And thank you so much for sharing this beautiful moment with us. It's truly remarkable. And you're probably the youngest doctor I know, the youngest PhD holder I know.
Thank you so
I will
much.
keep it here. I just want to give you a tight hug.
Sorry.
Well, on this sweet note, we're gonna end today's episode of the Penthouse of the Luminaries. Such a stellar woman, Nabila Nabi. Thank you so much for being with us, for being at our show. You have shared your journey, truly remarkable.
Thank you so much for having me.
Most welcome, but not just that. Few words to the audience of HerNet TV you feel like sharing the wisdom of your life.
Well, thank you, HerNet, for having me here today, and I'm honored to be here. I hope many more women come and join you in this couch, and it's always inspiring to hear everyone's stories from different walks of life, and for every woman who's done it, who's on their own journey and is fighting their own path, kudos to you all. That's pretty much it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Before you go, we have a token of small appreciation and a gift for you from Penthouse and HerNet Television. Please, if I may have them. First, let me give you this beautiful gift from Penthouse.
Thank you so much.
So this is for you. And last but not the least, a certificate of appreciation for your amazing work for the community from both HerNet and Penthouse.
Thank you once again.
Well, if you can just keep it, I will take you for a walk in this amazing building. But audience, that's our wrap. And I'm going to sign off from HerNet's television, and you are watching me, Penthouse of the Luminaries, where you meet the women of power, progress, and prowess. Should we? I will help you with this.
Thank
Come,
you so
I will
much.
take you for a walk. এক্সকিউজ মি, শব্দ হচ্ছে কিসের? আমার ক্যামেরা প্রবলেম আছে, আমি তো ফেসে লাইট দেখছি। আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, উনি তো ওই ক্যামেরায় সবসময়। আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, মাইকে প্রবলেম হওয়ার কথা না, এই যে চুলগুলো মাইকের উপরে। আচ্ছা পিছনে রিজদা, সবাইকে বেশি চুপ করা, পিছনে মুভমেন্ট